On a warm October evening at DY Patil Stadium, 34,000 voices rose in unison. Among them stood a young woman, tears in her eyes, resolve in her heart. Jemimah Rodrigues had just played the innings of her life, 127 runs off 134 balls, guiding India to a record chase of 339 against Australia and into the final of the Women's World Cup. But the story behind those runs was written long before that night. For nearly a month, Jemimah had struggled mentally, crying almost every day, battling anxiety and self-doubt. Her place in the Indian team was uncertain. She had been dropped mid-World Cup, her batting position constantly shuffled, her confidence shaken. For a player known for her smile, her joy, her music, the silence was telling. Yet out of that turmoil came one of the most remarkable innings in Indian cricket. Born on September 5, 2000 in Mumbai, Jemimah Rodrigues grew up in a sports-loving family. Her father, Ivan Rodrigues, was her first coach, the man who taught her how to hold a bat, how to dive for every ball, and how to play with heart. A multi-talented child, she excelled in both hockey and cricket, representing Mumbai in under-17 hockey before committing fully to cricket. By the age of 16, Jemimah had already made headlines in domestic cricket, scoring over 1,000 runs in a single season, a feat rarely seen in the women's game. In 2018, she made her international debut for India, quickly earning a reputation for her timing, temperament, and cheerful presence on and off the field. But success didn't come easy. She was left out of India's squad for the 2022 ODI World Cup, a setback that deeply affected her confidence. Even after returning to the side, consistency was hard to find. Critics questioned her place, fans doubted her form, and the spotlight turned harsh. And yet, Jemimah never stopped working. She trained harder, she stayed grounded in faith. She spoke often about her belief in Jesus and the strength it gave her in moments of despair. Then came the semi-final against Australia. India was chasing 339, a total no one believed was possible. Smriti Mandhana was struggling, the top order was shaky, but Jemimah held firm. With impeccable timing, sharp running and calm precision, she anchored the innings. Her partnership with captain Harmanpreet Kaur rebuilt India's hopes, mixing singles and occasional boundaries, keeping the scoreboard ticking. Her back foot play was flawless, her sweeps and paddles daring, and her mental clarity absolute. She reached her century in the 42nd over without celebration, just a quiet nod, eyes fixed on the target. Even as wickets fell at the other end, Harmanpreet, Deepti and Richa Ghosh, Jemimah stayed composed. Every shot she played reflected not aggression but assurance. When India finally crossed the finish line, Jemimah fell to her knees. This time the tears were not of fear or frustration but of fulfillment. In her post-match burst, she said, "Firstly, I want to thank Jesus because I couldn't do this on my own. I want to thank my mom, my dad, my coach and every single person who believed in me. It was really hard these last 4 months, but this just feels like a dream." For more such stories, keep watching the Indian Express.